What's up, everybody? In this video, we're going to go over XRP and what's next. We literally called this move, and I'm going to show you guys. We called it on Discord. This is screaming a buy. XRP BTC, you could literally double your Bitcoins. I made a video on it. You could watch it right here. Patient, and there's no guarantees. It will come back and trade right here. And bam, we hit that. So if we go down to the bottom, you can see, yeah, it played out perfectly. So we're gonna go over what's next for XRP, and you can see we actually smashed that. So you would have tripled your Bitcoins. But before we do that, let's pick some winners on our last video. So if you're commenting on our previous videos, on this video right now that we're gonna release on XRP, you can win some crypto. So let's pick a few winners. Okay, Mooncat. Very interesting video. The story is hilarious. Congratulations. You won $20 in Solana. Kruti, congratulations. And you guys can keep entering. Follow all the socials. We're going to be giving away some huge prizes on the Twitter. I believe we're doing a PS5 and some other cool things up next. So let's dive right into it. What's next for XRP? So XRP has just smashed. The price action is insane. I don't think we've totally hit an all-time high. If I'm looking at the previous price history, we see a previous all-time high at $3.31, and we reached to the high of $2.90. So still a little bit of steam. We're going to touch on XRP BTC and XRP USD, the price in US dollars, which we're currently trading at $2.42. So you can see here that we exploded. I want to take a look at the RSI, which right now it's extremely oversold. And you can see that every time we've been in these oversold areas, we get a slight pullback. So when we pushed to new highs right here in 2017, we actually pulled back approximately 65%. Just because RSI is showing overbought, it doesn't mean it's a sell. You just have to be very aware of that. So you can see when it was overbought right here, we pulled down 65%, and then this was the top in 2017. And you can see actually right here the divergence where price went higher and the RSI was actually slightly lower right there, but it exploded in price, and then from the top to the bottom we saw a 96% drop. Same thing here, we didn't get into the major overbought area, but you can see that all of those gains were erased after this huge move up and then back into almost previous highs. But this is a nice area of resistance that we actually have noted right here. And let me make it more evident for you guys, for everybody that's watching back home. So you can see that this is a major area of resistance, and we're having a tough time. This is the monthly candle, so we haven't broke above it. I look for a break above and the candle closing, and some people look for two candles, but we need to stay really you know aware of the price action right now. So you can see the last time we came here, we got extremely rejected and we dropped approximately 85%. So from the top here, 96%, from the top here, 85%. We're trading at $2.42 right now. I'm not sure if we have enough steam to just keep moving, especially since this was such a large move. A lot of XRP bag holders, a ton of people in the XRP army, so it might be a great place for people to take profits here. What I'm kind of looking for is a pullback, and then we can kind of, evaluate what's next. And it depends on how large the pullback is, where it ends up going. Here's a great area. If we go down to the 2 weeks, we can see more areas of like influence that are interesting. So I think right here is a pretty great one. We can also turn it to the line chart to see where there's a lot of closes. So you have a close here and a close here, which I like using places that are used as support. right here and resistance right here. So that's a great area that it potentially could come back down into. So the dollar and 38 cents. And this needs to cool down in my opinion. If you see the 2-week candle right here, this is not such a great candle. Um, and depending on how it closes. So from the current price down to the 130, 135 area, 140 area, it's only a 41% drop, where historically we've seen, larger pullbacks on XRP. So, $1.40, $1.50, $1.30, it wouldn't surprise me. Now, how do we look and engage for the next price target? Well, it's hard to say right now until we get that higher low. So what we've done here is essentially break the market structure. So you can see we've been kind of trading sideways here for quite some time, but it's a clear breakout to the upside, and now we're in an uptrend. So in an uptrend, we see higher highs, which we've, in my opinion, we're putting in right here, and now we're looking for a higher low. So don't chase, by the retrace. If you were not watching our videos 5 months ago when we called this, so as I mentioned, double your Bitcoin with XRP, you got to triple it, and then XRP to dollar. We nailed that out of the park. You know your boy though. That if I actually held that trade would have been multiple six figures, maybe like 200K. I sold early. Holding XRP for 5 months, it's not an easy thing to do. And I definitely sold early for a small profit, but profit's profit, right? But nah, it's just great to see that we nailed this. The analysis was on point, and why I saw this as a great trade, and then it played out perfectly. So going back to the price of XRP right now, we'd want to see some sort of higher low. I mean, the worst case possible is to retrace the whole move. Then it's like, okay, you could try to buy the bounce on this large support where we were, in this channel, or however you want to draw it, in this channel right here. But that would be like extremely weak price action. It would not be great for XRP holders. So and then let's go over the bullish scenario. So the bullish scenario would be coming back down and holding this like previous all-time high area, which we've got rejected from a few times. So that's like the most bullish, where we kind of come back and we just consolidate on the $1.90 area to $2 area, and then keep, make a huge bull flag and then keep going. That's like the most bullish thing. Aside from that, if you want to wait for the pullback, you can come and buy the reclaim of this area. There's a few ways to play it. The one thing I wouldn't do is top blast XRP. And if you did that, you might be down. It reached $2.89, currently trading at $2.40. It moves, like an animal when it moves. And when it's not, it's just stagnant as hell. So that is on the XRP USD side. If you're curious on where this could potentially go, what we could do is take the Fibonacci from the higher low here to the higher high. And then we could see if this does hold as a higher low. So if you're looking to get into XRP, if it drops under this, it invalidates everything that we're doing right here. But if not, you can see that the previous, the first take profit is actually in line with the previous all-time high, which makes total sense to me. Then this would be about $4, $3.97, and then a $5 target, which a lot of people have been saying for XRP to $5. Now, if we look at the Bitcoin chart, which was most interesting for me at the start, because, when I trade in terms of USD, I should just put it in Bitcoin. I'm like a Bitcoin maxi, but I'm not. But you have to understand the power of storing your wealth in Bitcoin. Most cryptos aren't going to outperform it. And if I'm going to put my USD in something, can it outperform Bitcoin? That's kind of like the first question I'm asking. So I try to look at the Bitcoin chart. And here it was just so evident. Look, It was at the lows, at the lows, at the lows, and exploded. You have to be extremely patient. This was the last time we traded down here was December 2020. You have to be extremely patient to get into here. And I'll tell you guys, I bought this, and you could look at the Discord, you could look at the YouTube. We bought this right here. And I caught like the bottom, and I was happy with gains. I'm telling you, I sold, and my chart actually it dipped lower. I think I got a 680, entry right here. 680 was my entry, and I sold it as high as I can. And then I didn't let it play out. You know what I mean? So just as hard as holding a loser, it's as hard as holding a winner, even if you're in profit. You know what I mean? You need to build that, like the psychology, the trader's mindset. And it's like being able to hold positions and not just quickly jump in and out of things. If you see something else that's like a shiny ball or something like that, or a better crypto, you just got to hold your winners. It's kind of like a sports team. You know, throw more into your winners, cut the losers quick. And you know, I've been getting better at that. I'm not the best trader in the world, but I will be soon. So let's look at the BTC thing. Same thing right here. You know, which I actually like to see. The RSI isn't at the highest, so in comparison to the USD price, where we saw RSI overbought, you can see that we're just breaking into over the RSI median 50. So what I'd like to see is how, and I think we'll see a pullback. So how is that pullback going to look like? Where is it going to come? This is a huge area of interest in my opinion. Can it come back to this area? And if so, what are the next areas we're targeting? I really like using the line chart to figure out those areas. So if we go down to the 2 weeks, turn this bad boy into the line chart. Okay, like this was a major take profit area, and you can see we're actually seeing some resistance against this moving average on the 2 week. It's important to check out as many time frames as possible. I mean, you're not going to go through all of them, but check out as many time frames as possible. So this is the next area, or literally where I drew my green squiggly line. So you can see here why I like this is because resistance, resistance, support, 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 and then I could guarantee you that this wick hit here. Maybe this one, maybe this one. I don't think so, but just look. Did I say this wick here or this wick? Regardless, you see like this, it wicked up to that area, very close here, and I don't think here, this is where we trended, consolidated, then broke down. So that's kind of the next area I'd be targeting. If this comes back down, uses the moving average as a nice support, uses the prior support areas, which I mentioned again, resistance, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, 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 support. So if it comes back down here and holds this nice support, I would actually look for a re-entry because I want to double my Bitcoin. I want more Bitcoin, baby. So that would be a 200% move, and it's a comeback. I'm gonna take as much Bitcoin as I can. You know what I mean? Because I didn't ride out that play. I literally had a Bitcoin stacked up in these lows. I got filled a little bit. It didn't come lower than I expected it, and then I sold a lot earlier than I wanted to. Would have made over $200,000 on this trade. It's not would have, could have, should have. I'm going to if we do a pullback right here. So that's kind of my quick video on XRP. I wanted to share with you guys the current market cap's at 138 billion. Can it, you know, and at this prices, if it hits $6, we would be over the ETH market cap. We'd be at second place. XRP has been a top 10 crypto for quite some time. I don't think that's going to change yet. It's just, in my opinion, how's this pullback going to look like? I'm seeing some crazy videos like $10, $100, like even $500 XRP. You guys got to chill out with that. I don't think it's going to reach that far. You just have to look at the total market cap. You compare it with other market caps. Like, it's not going to push Bitcoin out of first place. I don't think it ever will. As you can see on the chart, it's very cyclical and it's very aggressive in its moves. That's to the upside and to the downside. So if it reaches up to the $3, $6, we've seen it drop 85%, 95%. Like, take your gains, man. Take your gains, throw it in whatever you want, preferably Bitcoin. But, this goes up so quick, it goes down just as quick, even quicker, honestly. So that's kind of my opinion. If we hold this area, we're seeing $6, $5 to $6, and I'm more so interested on the Bitcoin side. So if we could fall down here, and I'll be watching XRP BTC. Our Discord's free. It's been like that since 2017. Our YouTube, we're pumping out videos. So hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and check out our Twitter because we're going to be doing mad giveaways. If you guys are at Bitcoin Mina this week, I'll see you guys there. Enjoy the rest of the day.